Hello, psychology students. This is Lizzie Freeman, your course leader for student development for the BSc Psychology course. So I just really wanted to say a hello. How are you? This is Monday morning that I'm doing this video, and it's the start of your fourth teaching week. So you've had 3 weeks behind you, and I think so many of you have been doing a really great job. Certainly all the students I've been working with have been absolutely amazing, and you're all blowing me away with your talent and focus, organisation, and it's really impressive. I'm very proud, really proud of all of you and our students and how you're all coping with the situations. And I think it feels like I've been talking to a few people, a few students one-on-one. I've had quite a few one-on-one meetings. And it seems like there's a lot of learning from semester one that you're taking into semester two. And for some of you, you're feeling more resilient, and you have more kind of tools in your toolkit that are helping you adapt and be flexible and change to the situation. So I realise that some of you will be having really hard challenges. I know our staff do as well, with homeschooling or taking care of your parents or elderly, and also dealing with potentially difficult situations. So please keep in contact with us, reach out, don't suffer in silence. There's so much support that we can give you within the course, but also from the university more broadly. So keep in contact with us. Contact me as a course leader, or indeed your ADAPT tutor, your academic advisor. The relationship you create with them is going to be really, really important for all your experience during the course. So the other reason why I really wanted to do this video is just to share some of the amazing little tips that have been shared with me during my one-to-one meetings with some of my students, and they're just really great, and they got me thinking, so I thought, let's just share it now. We are trying to build a little database of very short videos from like 2 to 5 minutes max of our students sharing tips and ideas, and we will be getting them to you ASAP. We have shared a couple already, and I'll try and attach one to this email that's going to have this video in as well. So, one of the little things that came up today, which I thought was a really good idea, was lectures. So they're pre-recorded, which is helpful. But one of my students said she sometimes uses her phone to listen to the lectures. Pops her earphones in, and she either potters around and does jobs, the jobs she needs to do in the house or flat or wherever you are. Or another idea is, exercise and getting out in the fresh air is really important. So if you want to go and have a little walk, listen to your lecture whilst you're walking. And what she does is that when she particularly finds an element of the lecture interesting or indeed challenging, and she feels like she needs to follow that up with a bit more reading or some questions to the tutor, she stops the lecture and screenshots the slide that she's on, and then she saves that so she can go back to it. So I just thought it was a really nice dynamic way of getting through some of your material in the day, and changing up your day, so you're not always in your room or at your desk in front of your screen, that you can actually do some of the work more dynamically and get other things done at the same time. And this will hopefully mean that you can free more downtime and reward time. Rewards are really important. We can forget to reward ourselves, particularly during COVID time, where there's not as much selection or diversity in our rewards, but there's many rewards you need to give yourself throughout the day. That can be, a break for a cup of tea. It can be your lunch. It can be a chat with a friend. But there's also, it's important to give yourself some larger rewards at the end of the day or at the weekend, which might be watching a film or having a bath or having a dance with music on, and whatever it might be, whatever makes you happy, please make sure you build that into your week and your weekends. And this helps you keep going. It gives you a healthy routine. And routine is really important. Lots of my students have been talking about how they're creating their own little routines for days and weeks. But making sure you're flexible with that, because things might change. But having some general routine really helps you feel safe and feel like there's something predictable in this unpredictable world. And making it as positive as possible and as healthy as possible. So other things that were coming my way that students were talking about was little calendars. Creating a calendar that includes all the different elements that they're doing for modules, but also their life, whether it's training or building in your self-care bits, reading, etc. And it was all coloured. They made it all coloured, and it was really engaging. We've got a student who's done a video on that, so I'll share that with you. So that's really useful. The other thing that I do is I have a to-do list, and I twin it with a self-care list. So every day I could create a list, or continue some of my lists, and I prioritize the list 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, whatever. Number 1, being the really important thing I have to do that day, and so on. That's really helpful just to kind of get things straight in your head and start the day, especially when, it's a Monday morning and you're just like a bit groggy or whatever, and you're just like, okay, let's get it back in the zone. But having the self-care list next to it is really important, because it just reminds me I need to do these things as well to keep me happy and safe and productive and balanced. So I would recommend you do that. But everybody will have their own way of doing things. These are just ideas. And if you have any ideas yourself, please share them with me, and I'll help you make a little video recording, or indeed I'll just share it verbally with you guys through these videos. Okay. So try and make sure you get a routine. Try and make sure you get outside. Obviously, with my background, my research background, connecting with nature somehow, if you can, if it's local to you, or indeed closer than that. I just open my window and I can hear the birds, and that really helps during the day. And then I get out for a walk. Sometimes I just sit and just take in my surroundings. I don't know about you guys, but it's snowing at the moment where I am. There's lots of snow here in Holmfirth. I'm 10 minutes away from the Peak District. Anyway, I'll stop blabbering on. I think that was about it. So, yeah. And the other thing to do is, and my friend was telling me this weekend, and it seems so logical, and I used to do it all the time, but if you are going to go for a walk, if you want to, especially if it's like at night time, because I'm finishing work when it's dark, and I think, I don't want to go for a walk in the dark on my own, but as long as there's street lights and you're safe and everything, you could kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Go for a walk and get exercise and get fresh air, but you could also phone your grandma or your mum or your sister or your friends and just have a wee chat for a 20-minute walk, and it means you're doing those 2 things, and you're feeling safe during winter time when it's a bit darker. So just some ideas, and I'll also be sending another few resources around that might be helpful to you as well, so keep a lookout for them. I'm very thankful that I've had this opportunity to say hello virtually to you guys and connect with you on the same shape or form. Try and keep connected with each other. I know some students who've created groups related to their modules or just their whole course, and they keep in touch weekly, if not more, through video chat or WhatsApp, and it really helps just keep connected with people, get different advice, and keep on track. So try and do that, because everybody who I've met, all the students I've met who've got that going for them, say it's absolutely brilliant. So try and connect with your students. If you can't, then please just let me know and we can help do that. Okay, so I'll love you and leave you. I hope you have a really good week. And yeah, get in touch anytime if you need something. Thank you very much. Bye. Take care.